Have you ever bought a present for yourself but had no idea what was inside? That's what a storage unit auction feels like. You stand with a crowd, staring at a closed metal door. Behind it, treasure, or just a pile of old socks. The auctioneer shouts numbers, 50, 75, 100. Your heart races as you raise your hand. You're bidding on a mystery, feeling both clever and a little bit silly. It's like being a detective and a kid on Christmas morning all at once. The bidding climbs. Someone else wants the mystery too. You're in too deep to stop now. The unknown is irresistible. Maybe there's a classic car or just a collection of rubber chickens. The real thrill isn't just what you might find, it's the story you'll get to tell. Finally, the auctioneer points at you. Sold! You've won. You pay, and they hand you bolt cutters. The lock is yours to break. A shiver runs down your spine, part excitement, part nerves. For a moment, you own pure possibility. Anything could be in there. It could be the best decision you ever made, or a hilarious story about a room full of broken garden gnomes. The adventure is about to begin. So, what does a 10 by 25 storage unit look like? Imagine a long, skinny garage, big enough for a van or maybe 500 sheep if they stood still. It's a lot of space with a big rolling metal door, usually painted a boring color. The lock is the only thing standing between you and the secrets inside. The walls are cold metal, the floor plain concrete. It's not cozy. It's a functional box designed to hold a whole house worth of stuff. Inside, people store furniture, boxes of memories, and sometimes their entire lives on hold. Each box is its own little mystery, packed inside a bigger one. When you buy a unit this big, you're signing up for a week-long expedition, not an afternoon job. You'll need gloves, a torch, a friend or two, and a good sense of humor. A 10 by 25 unit is a commitment, a promise of sore muscles, dusty hands, and discovery. It's a massive, sealed time capsule, and you've just been given the key, or in this case, the bolt cutters. Standing there with the bolt cutters feels dramatic. They're heavy, like giant insect jaws. The world goes quiet. Your heart thumps. This is the point of no return. Once the lock is cut, the mystery becomes reality. You hesitate, savoring the moment, but curiosity wins. You grip the lock, squeeze the handles, and with a loud snap, the metal gives way. The sound echoes, a small victory. The broken lock clatters to the floor. Its job is done. You take a deep breath. The air smells dusty and old, forgotten things. You grab the door handle. It's cold. Your hands shake. You pull up. The door groans and squeals, rolling upward like a waking giant. Light spills in, revealing shapes, big, small, piles of things. It's like peering into a cave of lost treasures, or maybe just old furniture. You hold your breath as the door clangs open. The door is open. You blink, eyes adjusting to the dim light. The first thing you see, a wall of cardboard boxes, stacked high and deep. Hundreds of boxes, all shapes and sizes, sealed with brown tape, each a mystery. The second thing you notice, the smell. Old paper, dust, and something sweetly musty. The scent of time itself. It's not bad, just strange. It makes you wonder about the person who left all this behind. You step inside, careful not to cause a cardboard avalanche. Your torch beam dances over old furniture draped in white sheets, ghostly shapes hiding secrets. Is that a table, a chair, or a lumpy sculpture? The suspense is wonderful. You reach for the nearest box, shake it gently. Something rattles inside. This is the game, guessing what's inside before you open it. The first box could be toys, camera equipment, or just more empty boxes. The treasure hunt has begun. You start with the furniture. The ghosts under the sheets are too tempting. You pull off a dusty sheet, revealing a beautiful old wooden desk full of little drawers. It's in perfect condition, a great find, maybe worth the price of the whole unit. Encouraged, you open a box labeled kitchen stuff. Plates, cups, bowls, useful but not exciting. The next box is unmarked. Inside, a huge collection of vinyl records, rock, disco, pop, a history of music in a box. You dig deeper, moving boxes to find something tall and skinny, wrapped in endless bubble wrap. Finally, you reveal a full-sized suit of armor, real metal, a bit rusty but amazing. Why would someone store a suit of armor next a crate of ship-in-a-bottle models, 20 tiny, perfect sailing ships, each a work of art? The desk, the armor, the records, the ships. The story of the previous owner is getting more interesting. Clearly, they had some very cool and very unusual hobbies. After hours of digging, you find the truly weird things. Behind the armor, a giant plastic cactus hat stand, ridiculous and brilliant. In a locked trunk, a ventriloquist's dummy, red hair, painted smile, tiny tuxedo, creepy but unforgettable. You quickly close the lid. Some things are too strange, even for you. Next, a box filled with rubber ducks, pirate ducks, vampire ducks, astronaut ducks, superhero ducks, over 200 in all. You put the superhero duck on your shoulder. Every captain needs a first mate. Finally, a shoebox labeled Grandma's Teeth. You brace yourself, but inside are dozens of wind-up chattering teeth toys. You wind one up and watch it hop across the floor. What a wonderfully silly thing to find. After all the odd discoveries, you think you've seen it all. Then, in the back corner, you spot a small, heavy wooden chest. It's not a pirate chest, just a box the size of a briefcase with a rusty lock. Your heart races. This feels important. You break the lock and lift the lid. Inside, faded red velvet, old photo albums and journals. No gold coins, something more personal. The journals tell the story of a man who traveled the world. Pyramids in Egypt, sailing the Atlantic, building ships in bottles, buying armor in England. Suddenly, all the strange items make sense. They're memories, not just things. The photo albums show him as a boy on his boat with friends and family, always smiling, always on an adventure. These weren't just possessions, they were pieces of a life. This chest is the heart of the storage unit, the key to the whole story. It's more valuable than any gold. Why do we love storage auctions? Because we're all adventurers at heart. Life is predictable, but a storage auction is pure chaos. A ticket to a small adventure. For a few £100s, you buy a mystery and the thrill of the hunt. It's like being a modern treasure hunter searching for something hidden. The next box could be the one. We love stories, and every storage unit is a story waiting to be told. The items inside are clues. A suit of armor, records, rubber ducks, pieces of a puzzle. As you sort through them, you build a picture of the person who owned them. You become the biographer of someone you'll never meet. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find treasure in the most unexpected place. The world is full of hidden treasures. You just need the courage to cut the lock and look inside. As you pack the last items, you feel a little sad. The adventure is over, the box is empty, but you're happy too. You didn't just buy old stuff, you bought a story. You uncovered the life of a fascinating person, found treasures weird, wonderful and personal. Your life is now a little stranger, a lot more interesting. You hope the man who owned these things is off on another adventure. In a way, you've become part of his story, the next chapter, the custodian of his memories. Maybe you'll find his family and return the journals and photos. This experience taught you that adventure isn't just in jungles or mountains, it's in unexpected places, like a dusty storage unit. It's about curiosity, bravery, and seeing the story in everything. So next time you see a closed door or a sealed box, stop and imagine, what could be inside? It could be the start of your own adventure. If you ever get the chance to bid on a big metal box of secrets, go for it. You never know what you might find. It might just be the best story you ever get to tell.